Hi, thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying healthy given this current coronavirus pandemic that we're faced with. What better time than now than to focus on your health and make it a top priority? If you're new to this channel, my name is Rob. I've been learning and educating myself and learning about the amazing health benefits of a whole food plant-based dietary lifestyle for some time now, and I try to share this information with others. Most of us will go to the grocery store and put things in our cart on a regular basis. If you're like most people, you probably make a list and you pretty much buy the same foods week after week. A whole food plant-based diet primarily consists of foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. So those are the foods that we want to be consuming the most of, and then the foods to try to avoid or minimize or avoid altogether would be highly processed foods. So today I'm going to give you a list of some of the highly processed foods that we should be avoiding when we go to the grocery store. These would be foods like soda and diet sodas. Terribly bad for our health. Some of you may know, but they're high in calories. They're filled with excess calories. And diet sodas, for instance, are even worse probably than regular soda because they contain chemicals, even more chemicals in them, such as aspartame and artificial sweeteners, which we know are really unhealthy. Low-fat foods. So don't get fooled by these foods. They are marketing tactics and marketing ploys to get us to buy more of their foods. We're talking about low-fat yogurt and dairy products such as cottage cheese. No fat, same thing. They're going to put that on the label. When they say no fat, generally they'll add more sugar and other chemicals to make them even taste, to taste well and to be palatable. Processed meats. The World Health Organization has determined that processed meats are a class 1 carcinogen, meaning they know definitively that these foods cause cancer. So hot dogs and lunch meats and salami, pepperoni, those are all processed meats which contain nitrates and nitrates and can cause cancer. So try to avoid those. Oils, any added oils that you add to your diet, such as butter or lard or any types of oils, try to avoid those because they're high in calories, they're very low in micronutrients, very low, they contain no fiber, and they are just excess calories and they don't promote health and well-being. They contain a lot of saturated fat, very little in nutrients, they're high in cholesterol and high in calories. Try to do the best you can with an SOS-free diet, which means no added salts, oils, or sugars. Meat and dairy in general, try to avoid those as best as you can. Replace them with beans and other whole foods that promote health and longevity. Highly refined sweets goes maybe without saying, but just as a reminder, cookies, donuts, cakes, ice cream, all of these things, and in fact, ice cream has been shown to cause migraine headaches. So they trigger them. I know my grandpa suffered from severe migraine headaches for most of his life, and they were excruciatingly painful. White bread, anything white. So white bread, white pasta, white rice, white flour. As Dr. Joel Fuhrman says, the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead, if I can use his, message. And so try to avoid those. They're stripped of nutrients, they're very much refined, and they contain very little, if any, fiber and valuable antioxidants, nutrients, vitamins and minerals, and so on. Consider also removing beer, alcohol, wine. Wine might have some health benefits, but it's also alcoholic beverage, which we know is unhealthy as well, alcohol in general. And your wine coolers, your hard liquors, try to avoid those or at least minimize them the best that you can. Coffee, try to limit or avoid coffee. High in caffeine and it does contain some antioxidants, some health benefits, but they also, when the coffee beans are roasted, they're roasted at high temperatures, they create AGEs, or advanced glycation end products, such as acrylamides, and these form when in the roasting process and when they are cancerous compounds. So they're carcinogenic, and when we're drinking coffee, and many people don't know this, and coffee being the #1 consumed beverage probably in the world every morning. So just try to limit or avoid coffee. Prepared meals in the frozen section. Try to avoid these as best as you can. I know they're convenient, but they're loaded with usually chemicals, preservatives, artificial flavorings, and so on. And when you purchase these to dinner from the frozen food sections, they're microwavable, and when you microwave them, especially if you're ever microwaving in the containers, then those, when you heat them up, those chemicals leach into your food. And you know, there's still many people who believe microwaves are unhealthy as well. So try to avoid those types of purchases. And then even in the grocery stores, in the deli department, you know, foods like coleslaws and salads, rotisserie chickens, mashed potatoes, gravy, French fries, all these prepared foods, so unhealthy, and they add a lot of sugars and oils and all of these things to make them so unhealthy. Much better going home, making your own food so you know what you're putting in it. Hot chocolates, same thing. You know, high in sugar. They're loaded with sugar usually, and they contain milk and excess calories. And try to avoid those the best you can. Who doesn't like, you know, hot chocolate? Sometimes, you know, maybe sometimes okay, but try to limit those as best as you can. Again, if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Consider subscribing by clicking the red subscribe icon and tap the notification bell so you'll be informed of new weekly videos as they're uploaded. Do it right away because it's so easy to forget, and it just takes a couple seconds, so just click that subscribe and tap the notification bell. Much love, peace, happiness, stay healthy, enjoy your day.